Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing my bullet journal for the month of May, and if you've been watching my videos for a while you know that my past couple bullet journal spreads have been kind of a struggle. I think the last one that I was really into was I think it was February, which was my Black Swan theme, and ever since then I've just I don't know, I've just been really struggling. So I actually was looking on We Heart It, and this is obviously not sponsored, but I was looking on We Heart It and looking at some collections and trying to come up with a theme. And I found this collection that was rainbow, and it was very kind of retro, 90s style stuff. And I was just really inspired by that. I'm a 90s kid myself, and also I kind of noticed that some of the things in it were kind of what you might call hobi core. So stuff that just kind of looks like hobi style and things that he will like. So I don't know, this is kind of a rainbow theme, but it's also kind of a hobi core theme and kind of a 90s kid theme. It's just a mashup of themes. I don't really know, it's just what I was inspired by. So that's what I decided to go for, because anything that makes me want to use my bullet journal lately, I am desperately trying, because I have just really been lacking, I feel in my regular planning bullet journal. So I don't really have a whole lot to say about this cover page area. I just really wanted to make it sort of like a collage of lots of really colorful things. So, I used some scrapbook paper, some printouts from that same We Heart It collection that I found, and just some random stickers that I had, as well as some photo cards that I thought would work for the very colorful theme. The only thing that I really was set on doing was doing a rainbow calligraphy for the word May. So that's what you see me sketching out here. It's sort of my old style of calligraphy before I started just using brush pens. But sometimes when you want to do gradients, that's the kind of thing that you have to go for. actually said this before in other videos, but it always amazes me when I watch back the video how much just adding a drop shadow brings the lettering to life. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just, I really like it a lot. And I also wanted to add sort of like thick highlights to this lettering just to kind of make it more cartoony. I feel like it just makes it look more like, I don't know, fun and cartoony if you have like a bigger highlight like that. So onto the calendar spread. I've been doing this smaller calendar, and honestly, it's been working for me. I haven't had a lot of things to write in my calendar lately. I mean, I'm not technically quarantined because I am an essential worker, so I'm still working. But as far as like other things, I really just don't have a lot going on, so I don't really need a lot of space to write, and I have pretty small handwriting when I want to, so I can fit a couple of things in there, and then it just gives me more room to have like goals and a playlist and stuff like that. And that's what I wanted to do for this month. So I just added some more washi tape and some printed pictures and some scrapbook paper just to keep up with the super colorful theme, as well as some more stickers. And then I really originally wanted to do rainbow lettering for every single page, but if I'm being honest, it was taking a long time to do these, collages, and I knew that I would get burnt out if I kept going, which honestly, I think that next month I should maybe not do my entire monthly spread in one sitting. I think that that's why by the end of it, I start to not like it as much, because I'm almost like rushing through it because I've been working on it for like 2 hours and I'm just kind of over it at that point, especially if it's not a spread that I'm like super in love with. This spread I do like, but it still isn't one that I'm like, oh, this is the best. I love it. So I think that's going to be my goal for next month, is to just spend more time working on my monthly spread. Maybe I'll even start it like soon and just start working on it, or at least start thinking about what I want to do for it and go from there. Because I don't know if you guys have any advice on how to stay, like inspired or motivated to use your bullet journal for planning and other stuff. Please let me know in the comments, because I've just really been struggling lately. So if you watch my K-pop journal spreads, you know that I love to do those little drops of color, and I thought that this was a perfect opportunity to do that. I've also had this denim paper forever that I haven't used, and I've been wanting to use it, and I thought this was a pretty decent opportunity to use some of it, just because the hobi core kind of thing. You know, he wears like jeans a lot, you know, if you go with like the chicken noodle soup look and stuff like that. So I don't know, I just thought it would look cool. And then I'm gonna do a playlist spread for the month this time. I actually kind of wasn't thinking about it when I was doing it, I just made it. And I think I have done it for the month, but I've also been doing it weekly sometimes too. So I decided to go with a monthly one this time. And here I'm doing the lettering for my goals for the month, and I accidentally wrote goals for the week. So then I redid it and just cut it out of paper to replace it. And I still wrote goals for the week. And I didn't realize it until I was completely done with this spread, and I actually went in to start filling some stuff out in it. And then I realized that I still had it say goals for the week. So it's changed now, but you won't actually see the change in this video or even on my post on Instagram because I've already taken the photos for it and it's messed up, but that's okay. I don't know why I always do that. I feel like I always make that kind of mistake in my spreads. It's like I just get going with something and then I like almost stop thinking about what I'm doing, and it's just like mindless, and I don't realize the mistakes that I'm making until later. So this little schedule section is something new that I'm trying. I saw another spread that had like a little schedule for their week, and I really liked that because I think that I could plan out my videos maybe a little bit better. I don't have a lot going on outside of work right now, but I don't know. I'm gonna try it and see how it goes. Like I said, I've been struggling with my bullet journal lately, so I've really been wanting to try some new things and try to find stuff that really works for me. That just, I don't know, makes me more inspired to use my journal. So I decided to try that for this month, or at least for the first week. If it doesn't work out in the first week, then I might drop it throughout the month, but yeah. And then I'm doing these little boxes on the side, which is also sort of new. I mean, I've always done like boxes kind of for my weekly stuff, but normally it's spread out throughout both pages. So I'm trying it this way. I don't really feel like I need as much space as I made last month. I also last month was trying like decorating the weekly spreads, like doing calligraphy for all of my goals, and that was kind of fun but also not really that practical and definitely took way too long. So I will not be doing that again this month. So going back to my habit tracker and my mood tracker, I accidentally skipped the page. That's why I did my weekly page first. But I'm using my little stamp with the calendar on it, and then I'm kind of doing these like pictures in between them, which I guess is a little bit different than what I've done before. And I'm gonna do the title in the middle of the page. So the functionality really isn't that different, but it's a little bit different setup, and I actually really liked how it turned out. I think that this is probably one of my favorite spreads of this entire month. So I thought that doing this orange paper at the bottom where it's kind of like dips up and down would be kind of a cool effect, but I ended up covering it up with stuff anyway, so it didn't matter. And then I didn't really know where to put the title because I had so much going on at the bottom that I didn't really want to cover up. So I did sort of this horizontal lettering, which is pretty simple lettering, but I don't know, it's kind of different. So I feel like this whole spread is kind of supposed to be like a Mod Podge of, like a collage. Like everything is just like crazy, and it like goes together in the way that it's all like very bright and rainbow, but it's not like too matchy. So then here for my mood tracker, I just decided to do each color of the rainbow and have like a different symbol, and just every day I will draw it. So here's a look at the final spread. I'm pretty happy with it. It's still not my favorite ever. I feel like I should have made my weekly spread less complicated again, because I'm afraid that it's gonna keep me from wanting to use it every week, but we'll see how it goes. If you guys have any tips for functionality for your bullet journal, please leave it in the comments. I would love to know some of the things that you guys do to keep you motivated to use your journal. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this spread and you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Stay safe, everybody, and stay inside if you're able, and I will see you guys next time.